Okay, let's start. In our previous session, we have created our first C program, that is hello world. This is hi from Parul. So now in this session we will write another program, and the purpose of program is to add two integer values. Okay, so first thing you have to do in your program is to add a comment that will describe the purpose of your program. After that, there comes a include section. Include stdio.h. It is a preprocessor directive in a C. Whenever line begins with a hash, that is a hash sign, are preceded by the preprocessor before the compilation. This will tell this line number 3. Line number 3 will tells the processor to include the content of standard input output header, that is stdio.h, in the program. Why we require it? Whenever we want input from the user. Okay, whenever we want input from the user, for example from the keyboard, what obvious user will input a value from keyboard in general scenario. So we have to include our stdio.h. There are many directives with different purpose, but right now we have concern about this, so that's why we discuss this only. After that, void main our main function, from where our C program's execution begins. This is important function in C programming. It is a part of every C program. A program contains many functions, but one of them must be main function. Why? Because every program in C begins its execution at the function main. And another thing I want to add over here is that add a command that will describe the purpose of function. So this is our main function, and purpose of main function is to begin its execution. Okay, so this is a main function from where begins execution of C program. Okay, C program. After that, now once we are in void main function, after that the first part is declaration part, that is our type declaration instruction. We have discussed in previous video 3 types of instruction. The first one is a type declare instruction, after that arithmetic instruction, and after that control instruction. We will cover in this part 2 types of instruction, that is a type declaration instruction, and after that we will discuss arithmetic instruction. So let's declare 2 variables, that is integer 1, after that integer 2. So we have declared 2 integer type of variable, integer 1 and integer 2. Now why we have declared this? So you have to also mention in command why we have declared to store value of first number. Okay, and why we have declared this one? To store value of our second number. Okay, now we have declared 2 integer to store 2 different numbers, but when we perform addition, there some also needs to store somewhere. That's why we have to declare another variable, that is sum. So to store addition of numbers. Okay, so our type declaration instruction part is completed. Now what we have to do is, the first we will what obviously this program is to add integer value. Now we can add integer value in two ways. The first one is we take just a static integer values, assign it to our variable, and perform addition operation and just print out the summation. What other way is to enter a number from a user, that means through keyboard, and we will perform addition of a number which are entered by the user. So the first thing we have first we will take a static value, that is we have to integer 1 equals to, let's say it is a 10. Okay, after that integer 2, let's say it is 20. Now what we have to do, so this is over here we have assigned value to our variable. Okay, we have assigned value to variables. So this is a static assignment. We have just take a static values. Okay, after that, now we have stored this value in appropriate variable. Now what we have to do is perform addition of this number. Okay, so let's perform addition. Integer 1 plus integer 2. But is it okay? Is it okay? No. Over here, integer 1 plus integer 2. So that is okay, by mistake there is a space, but our variable name is integer 2. There is no space in between. Okay. So over here we have added integer 1 with integer 2, but its summation needs to assign to some variable. So this is our sum variable. So what will happen is that integer 1 plus integer 2, that is 10 plus 20, and summation is 30, and this 30 will assign to variable sum. Now what we have to do is just printf addition of number is %d and sum. Okay. Now over here our function and of the function. Look, I have mentioned a comment at the beginning of the function and at the end of the function. So it is a good practice to write a comment on beginning and end of the function like this. So let's compile. Okay, first thing you have to need is to store. So let's save addition.c. Save. Okay, our program is saved. Compile. Okay, addition of number is 30. You have got your answer. Okay, now let's discuss something. For example, if I forgot to place semicolon over here, okay, then what kind of error will be there? In main function, expected semicolon before sum. Okay, so over here your compiler gives you a message with suggestion what kind of error you have done and where. So in main function, expected semicolon before sum over here. Okay, so that's why we have to put semicolon. Now another thing I want to mention is, let's say we have commented this line number 3. That means it will not gonna be executed. Now save it and execute it. What will happen? Incompatible implicit declaration of built-in function printf. Look over here, our program is compiled with some warning message, but output is there and output is correct. Okay, so whenever you does not include standard input output, what does it mean? stdio.h. So compiler will give you this kind of message, okay, but output is there. Just uncomment it. So this is our first way. Now one thing I want to add is I just give you some information about the escape character. What does it mean? So this is a backslash character. Okay, backslash character. This is also called as an escape character. So whenever escape is comes, your compiler will check out for the next character. That means if there is a n, for example, if there is a n, what will happen? Save it and let's see the output. Addition of number is, and there is a new line where our sum is printed. Okay, so /n, don't forget this is our backward slash. So first of all comment, and after that backslash is it is for, okay, just let it be. We are not going to write comment over there. So /n is to add new line in printf statement. Look over here, printf is very printf. It can, in single printf statement, you can write multiple lines. For example, I have write this. After that, there is also one character, that is t. One value is 10 and second value is 20. Okay, but our first statement is completed over here. Then we have to just complete it over here. Okay, and I want to add it on next line, so that's why we have to use \n. So let's check what is the output. Okay, you can see that addition of number is 30. Okay, let's just add one value over here. /n, Control S. Okay, addition of number is 30. You can see that 30 is on new line. Okay, because of this \n. It is called as a escape character, escape sequences. That's why it is on new line. After that, there is second \n. One value is 10. That's why this sentence is written in third line. And after that, we have added another escape sequence to add new line. That's why it is the second value is 20. It is printed in next line. And now let's understand this printf statement. What it do is, whenever there is a printf statement, it is used to generally provide output to the users. So it can be in two ways. For example, printf. Let's just write program to add to number. Okay, that's it. Save and close it. So program to add two numbers. Okay, let me add one new line character sequence. Control S. Just compile and run. Okay. Program to add two numbers and addition of number is 30. Okay, you can see that. Now you can see a two different version of a printf statement. What is that? You can see that in this printf statement there is only one argument. This is argument. Okay, and argument is in terms of a string statement. It is a string sequence. And over here there are two arguments. The one with a character string and the second one is the variable name. Over here I have added these %d. This will tell you a formatted output. That means formatted output. Over here you can see that sum is a kind of integer variable. That's why we have to declare it as a %d. This is a formatted output. This formatted output will decide where to write value of sum. You can see that if this is at this place after number is then new line, and over here there is a %d. So that's why a value of sum will be printed over here only, not somewhere else. Okay. So this is all about to add integer value in static